God just blew my mind. He literally just blew my mind. So, you guys, I feel like God was really wanting me to share this message. I meant to share it yesterday, and God had me share a completely different word as soon as I started pressing record. And so I know that He confirmed for me to share this word today because I had someone message me today asking where I went in Bali to heal from my toxic relationship. But I want you guys to know it wasn't Bali that healed me. It wasn't me seeking out a healing workshop or anything like that, because that's what I initially wanted to do. I went to Bali for 2 months thinking that I was going to heal, thinking that I was going to seek out all these other mystical experiences, because this was before I saved. I went to Bali without being saved yet. And I got saved on my bathroom floor the last day in Bali when I booked my flight home. And it wasn't because a place saved me. God saved me because I finally surrendered to His plan. He kept telling me to leave, to come home. I went to Bali thinking that I was going to be there for 2 months. And a month and a half into the trip, God kept putting it in my heart to leave because I kept thinking, why is nothing working out? Why do I not feel healed? Why do I feel more empty than I did when I first came to Bali? And it's because I was seeking out all these mystical experiences. I went to Bali practicing New Age before I got saved. And the last day in Bali, I got saved. And this is the revelation that God gave me this morning is, so when I was in Bali, I bought a book called The Surrender Experiment. And if you guys know that book, it's about a New Age teaching. It's like New Age spirituality, about him going to the temples and him telling a story about how he surrendered to a higher power. And because I was in a New Age, I had already read that book. But when I saw it in Bali at a bookstore, I bought it again because I'm like, maybe this will speak to me. And at the time, I was still believing in God. I thought by me doing all these healing things and healing workshops, I was getting closer to God. And I want you guys to know it wasn't Bali that saved me. God saved me. And I want this to be a message to someone that God will save you wherever you are. God will meet you in your mess and save you in the same place where you feel broken. Because guess what? Bali didn't save me. You know when I truly felt saved and when I truly got healed was in the same house where me and my ex lived, in the same house where I had the painful memories, because that is the day that I started reading my Bible. I didn't open up a Bible the day that I got saved in Bali. The day that I got saved in Bali was 4 hours before my flight to come back home. And when I came back home, I had to go back into the same place where I had painful memories, the same place where my heart was broken. And that's the place that God truly healed me. I started reading my Bible in the same house where I had painful memories, in the same house that I tried to escape from to go to Bali in the first place. And when God gave me this revelation of when I bought that book called The Surrender Experiment, guess what? I lost that book on the plane on the way home. And what is that book called? The Surrender Experiment. And when did God fully save me? When I finally surrendered to His plan instead of mine. When I surrendered my healing to God to save me, not these mystical experiences, not these workshops, not these healers in Bali. God will meet you in your mess and save you right where you are.